Hi everybody, so my name is Danni and I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne International and Regional Vice President. So I'm sat outside today. I'm going to do the training call, which is going to focus on skill number 1, which is taken from the GoPro Eric Worre book, which I know we've all got. Anybody new that is going through their quick start guide, there's only 5 steps to getting started in this business, and once you go through those steps, on one of them it says to order this book as well as the 45-second presentation. It's an absolute must before you really get going with your business, and to read them as well. So focusing on this book, it goes through 7 skills that we need to become a network marketing professional. So only 7 skills, that's it. I'm going to focus today on the first skill, skill number 1, and it goes through the skills in here. So I'll just run through what they are. Skill number 1 is finding people to talk to, same as any business. If you opened up a garden centre, if you opened up yourself as a childminder, if you became a hairdresser, a tiler, any kind of self-employed profession, you need to meet people. You need to have new people coming along to what it is that you have to offer, whatever your service is, whatever your product is. That is how business works. Business works by new people constantly coming to you because you've got something to offer them. So skill number 1, meeting new people. Skill number 2 is, once you're building up meeting new people, how to invite them to take a look at what it is that you do, what you offer. So inviting, skill number 2. Skill number 3 is then presenting what it is that you do. So presenting about the Arbonne products, presenting about the business, presenting it in a manner. Skill number 4 is following up with people. So once people have taken a look at what it is you do and they've had a listen, they're going to go home and have a little think about it. So skill number 4 is just following up with people, what to do then. Skill number 5 is helping people get started in the right way. So do they want to be a client and order products? Show them how to do that. Do they want to be a preferred client and order products? Show them how to do that. Do they want to be a consultant? It's getting them started in the right direction. Where do they see themselves? What's the fit for them? Or do they just want to host a party or something? Skill number 6 is, if somebody wants to be a business builder, how to launch your new business builder, how to help your new business builder get started independently. And then the last skill, skill number 7, is how to promote events. So they're all the skills in there. And we're going to go through skill number 1 today, which is how to meet new people. So before we do, I'm just going to show you how this business model works, because this business model is so simple and so easy. So we've got, let's draw ourselves here. So this is you and your business. You've got a shop. Now I want you to think about your shop the same way you think about a shop that you visit in the town. So is it Carphone Warehouse? Is it Subway? Is it Superdrug? Is it Next? Whatever shop it is that you visit, I want you to think about your business the exact same way you think about that shop. The only difference is your shop doesn't actually have bricks and mortar and a window and a door. It's an online shop. So your shop is no different to the shops you visit in town, other than it's online and not in person. But other than that, I want you to think of it in the exact same way. Now with your shop, there's 2 parts to your business. So when we get paid every single month with our paycheck, we do only get 1 paycheck, but it's almost split in half. So we've got 2 parts to our paycheck, which come together as one total. So imagine every month we get paid for one half of our business, plus every month we get paid for the second half of our business, and we get 1 paycheck with the total of those 2 parts. So I'm going to go through those 2 parts. So the first part of our business is direct sales. So let's call that DS. So direct sales, which I'm going to touch on in a moment. The second side is network marketing, or you'll hear it referred to as social marketing or multi-level marketing. It all pretty much means the same, but whatever you want to call it, it's fine by me. So I'm just going to tell you the 2 different parts. Direct sales, first of all, is what keeps your shop an active shop. So if a Superdrug opened up in your town and it had no customers in it for a year, it wouldn't be a very active shop. Even if they opened up a Superdrug in your local town and then they opened up another Superdrug in the next town and that one in the next town was thriving, if your shop in your town is not, regardless as to whether the one in the next town is, your shop needs to be thriving. Your shop needs to have regular customers, regular clients coming in. So this is your customers and your clients. Now, I always say to people, you want to make a list of 100 spaces for your customers and clients. Now, when you start your business, you're not going to have 100 customers and clients like straight away. That's not going to happen. No matter how great you are, it's not going to happen straight away. It takes time to build up credibility. It takes time to find people that are looking for what you want. you know, you've got to think about what you want isn't suitable for every single person. Same way that you might not want a Disney Florida holiday, but if someone's offering you that for half price, if you don't want it, you don't want it. There's nothing wrong with a Disney Florida holiday. Some people would snap somebody's arm off to get 50% off, but if you don't want it, you don't want it. So the people that you meet, they're not all going to want what you have to offer. A lot of people will, and a lot of people won't. So you need to be meeting lots of people to account for the people that don't want. I was on the phone yesterday and I was trying to book a trip away, and I said to the guy, just want cheap and cheerful, just a couple of nights away, you know, I'm not into anything extravagant. And he was trying to sell me this upgraded platinum, this, it comes with an LCD TV that's this big and this, and I was like, I'm really not interested in that. And he kept on, and I was thinking, he's not listening to me. It might be an amazing platinum apartment with an LCD TV that's this size, but if I do not care about that, he's not going to sell it to me. And he was going on and on for ages, and it really reminded me of our business, because we might have the best products in the world, but if you're talking to somebody that's not interested, you're not going to get anywhere. And there's nothing, and don't take it personally, it wasn't I didn't like the guy on the phone, it's not personal against him, I still want what he had to offer, as amazing as what it was. And that's the same when I was buying my Mercedes car. I just got a cheap and cheerful A-Class. Arbonne give us £500 a month towards it. My A-Class cost me £300 a month because I lease it, and I'm more than happy with that. But when I was looking to get my Mercedes, they were trying to sell me one that cost me £700-800 a month because it's got this and it parks itself, and you know, it's got all this stuff to it, and that's great, that's going to suit some customers, but it wasn't me. So yeah, you might have something that's all singing or dancing like that amazing Mercedes, but if you're talking to the wrong customer, then and they say no, don't take it personally. So with your customers and clients, you are going to have some people say no. That's okay, do not take it personally. So it is going to take time to build up 100 customers. And for some people, we say there's 3 types of people in this business. You've got your walkers, your joggers, and your runners. So the walkers, it is probably going to take you a few years to build up 100 customers, because you organically are building your business. You're not out there on purpose meeting new people, on purpose doing the 7 skills that have gone through this book. You're probably not doing the personal development, and that's fine. So it's probably going to take you a few years to do this. Whereas the joggers, it'll probably take you maybe 1 to 2 years to build up 100 customers if you're investing your time part-time into your business. And the runners, who are investing more like full-time hours into their business, investing a good 30 hours a week into building their business, the runners, you're probably going to do this in a year. So just to give you an idea. So build up 100 customers. That's going to take time. It starts with 1. People need to see that you're a credible health and wellness advisor as well. They need to know that if they're going to be buying products from you, you're still going to be that consultant for them in a year's time, in 5 years' time. You know, no matter what happens, are you still going to be the person that stays there? Because for me, I don't like buying my candles from consultants who I think, are they actually still going to be here in 5 years' time? I don't think so. I don't like buying my cleaning products from consultants in network marketing companies. I think if everybody in their upline left, would they stay? No, I don't think they would. So I'm not going to buy from them. So I like to know that when I'm buying from a consultant, I am getting a great product and getting a great service, but are they still going to be there in 5 years' time? I'm not going to buy from somebody if they're not going to be there in 5 years' time, and if they're going to be blaming everybody else for the demise of their business, and they're not, you know, attending regular events that their business puts on to give them information about what they need to give to their customers and their clients. You know, I want a great consultant. So people want that from you as well. People want to know that you're on board, you're listening to what the new products are, you're trying the new products that come out so you can give honest testimonials. Your house is covered in these products. You know, I wouldn't want an Arbonne consultant where I buy from them and I go to the house and they're not using the Arbonne hand wash in the bathroom. That would shock me, especially how much they talk about how bad mineral oil is. I would be shocked to see something other than Arbonne hand wash in their bathroom, or non-Arbonne toothpaste, or non-Arbonne deodorant, non-Arbonne shampoo. If they're drinking coffee and they're not using the Arbonne tea bags and the Arbonne fizz sticks, that would really shock me. So think about that when you're building up your customer and client base. You know, are you a fantastic consultant? And I'll tell you what, none of us are in the beginning. We learn to be. So direct sales, build up 100 customers and clients. Now we earn 35% from our customers and clients unless they have a discount. So if they become a preferred client, they get a 20% discount, which means that we earn 15%. So we earn less of our preferred clients, but preferred clients spend more. So it kind of works out the same. So it's better off for people to be preferred clients. They get their own login details, they get a wholesale discount. Yes, we earn less of a percentage, but they spend more. They log in every couple of months and buy products and have them delivered to them. So start off building your customer base. So that's one side. And I would say with direct sales, with your clients and your preferred clients, you're probably going to earn anywhere between £50 a month and about £500 a month, depending on how many customers and clients you've got making these product purchases. So, and that's a bit of nice right now money. So the next part is this part, network marketing. This is building a consumer network. Now, this is where it's really smart. This is where you can build something and you've got that time leverage. So basically, this is where you teach somebody else how to open up their online franchise, if you like, in the town nearest to you. So you've got yours in your town, they're opening one up in the town nearest to you, and you're earning a percentage from your shop and a smaller percentage from their shop. They earn the biggest percentage from their shop. Of course they do, it's their shop, it's not yours. But because you're teaching them what to do, you earn a small percentage from their turnover. So I want you to imagine you own the Subway in your town, to use Subway as an example. Let's say you earn 35% of what turns through Subway in your town's business. But you have to be there working that and seeing to the customers and the clients because it's your shop. So you earn £500 a month from Subway, let's say. Then let's say you open up a Subway in the town half an hour away and somebody else runs that and they earn 35% of their business and they earn £500 a month from Subway. So you're in your shop and they're in their shop. But because you're teaching and mentoring them what to do and you're on the phone to them and you're providing them with all the information they need and the support, you earn, let's say, 8% of their turnover. So you might earn, say, £40 a month from their turnover, but that's great because it's £40 and you're not actually there. And there's no limit on how many people you can sponsor, mentor and support. So if you did that for, say, 10 people a month, it's £400 extra a month from this side on top of what you earn from this side, which is incredible. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you introduce 5 people. So let's say you introduce 5 people that want to do this with you, that want to promote, be an advocate for vegan, pure, safe, beneficial products and build up this secondary income. So you've introduced 5 people. So think about the 5 towns around where you live. They've all opened up in one of those towns. Obviously, this is online, so it can be in different countries. It really doesn't matter. But just to make it visual, the 5 towns around you is where they've opened up their business. Now, you earn a percentage from all of the turnover from those 5 people's businesses. And the percentage you earn is what's called an override. So that's basically override. Let's call it OV. Override means extra percentage. Now, that depends on what level of promotion you are. So if you're a district manager, it's 8%. If you're an area manager, it's 14%. If you're a regional vice president, it's 17%. And if you're a national vice president, it's 18%. It's only 4 levels. So those 5 people that are building their businesses, you earn 8% if you're a district manager from those 5 people's businesses, which is incredible. And each of those people, so it's 5 of those people, each of those people earns 35% from their turnover because it's their business. Now, let's say that each of those 5 people go on to show 5 people each that they know how to build this business. So you've got 5 people that you know, they all know 5 people each. That's now 25 more people opening up their own business around the globe. And you do earn a percentage from those 25 extra businesses as well. So you earn 8% from those 5 businesses and 8% from those 25 businesses. So 30 businesses. Added up, 30 businesses you earn 8% from. That's incredible. And to be honest, you'd probably actually be an area manager at this point. So you'd actually earn 14% from those 30 businesses. Then let's say those 25 people all introduce 5 people each. You can introduce as many people as you like. There's absolutely no limit. So that's now 125 more businesses, which you earn a percentage of. So you earn a percentage from those 125, those 25, and those 5. Let's do it one more time. So let's say they all introduce 5 people each. That's now 625. So if you add up all those people all together, so 5 plus 25 is 30, plus 125 plus 65, that's 780. Is that right? 780. I think it's right. I think if my maths is wrong, then it's thereabouts. That's 780 individual shops, individual Subways, 780 Subway. I'm only using Subway as an example. 780 Subways across the world that you earn a percentage of. So let's say every Subway turns over £500 a month. You earn a percentage of all of those Subways. So let's go back to Arbonne. Let's say that 780 Arbonne shops online turn over £100 a month. Let's say, keep it really simple. So each online shop sells 3 products a month. 3 products a month, or 1 product a week, which is obviously tiny, I know. In total, that makes the total turnover £78,000. So £78,000 of turnover through your whole network, and you earn a percentage of that. So let's say you earn 10%, because that's kind of in the middle of these overrides. Let's say you earn 10%. That means every month you'd earn £7,800. So that's 10% of this total, £7,800. Now that's where it gets really exciting, because that's the network. Now to begin with, that's not going to happen straight away. That takes time to build up. It does take time to build up. So for me, I was a regional vice president, level 3, within a year, but I did invest a lot of my time into my business. That first 11 months, I was all in. I was working full time on my business. I was all in. And I do earn about this every single month. So, and I've not introduced many people to the business. It's just compounded over time, which is incredible. So that's how we build up our online, let's get a tissue to wipe this. So that's how we build up our online network through direct sales and network marketing. But you're probably thinking, okay, so I only really need to know about 5 serious people that want to do this as a business as well. And it does have to be serious people. You can't expect your network to grow based on people that are just walking with their business. And that's fine. We absolutely love people walking with the business, but you can't count them as building that network. So 5 serious people that are doing this right to the top, no matter what. So finding 5 serious people that want to do this and building up your 100 customer clients. So what's the key factor in this is meeting new people. To find 5 business builders and 100 customers and clients over time. Meeting new people. So skill number 1 is meeting new people. So let's say making new friends, because that's what I like to call this. Because for me, I literally just like to make new friends. And some of the new friends that I make are not going to benefit from Arbonne products, Arbonne business. That's okay. I'm still more than happy to make new friends with people, because who I meet, they all know a ton of different people to me. So for every 1 friend I make, they have 100 people in their network, and through those 100 people in the network, they know someone that's vegan, they know somebody that needs an extra income, they know somebody that wants to stay at home with their kids. You know, within every single person's network, there is a handful of people that are going to benefit from what it is that you know. And this is how my network's grown. So I've made a handful of new friends, and then they've introduced me to their friends who would benefit from the information that I've got, which is kind of how I suppose anything works. If you needed a florist, you might not know a florist, but you'd ask your friends, does anyone know a florist? And a handful of your friends would say, yeah, I know a florist, and they'd connect you. So that's kind of how a lot of this works. So ways to meet new people, ways to make new friends. So there are lots of different ways, and no way is a wrong way. I'm just going to give you some different ideas. So one way that I've really built this up is with Facebook groups. So Facebook groups, if you want to do this online, don't have to. It's just one way. So Facebook groups. So what I do is I go into Facebook groups as me, just Danny, and I join groups that I have a personal connection with. So I'll tell you the things that I have a personal connection with. Cyprus brides. I was married abroad. I was married in Cyprus. I've made tons of friends from being in the Cyprus brides group, because I can give them information on what it was like when I got married. I listen to them. I see their photos. Tons of friends that I've made in Cyprus brides. Tons of those friends do not have anything to do with Arbonne, but a handful of them are my customers and clients from my 100 list. So I've made lots of friends from the Cyprus Brides group that have then gone on to ask me about what I do, what my products are. I've told them, and they said, yeah, you know, I really want to get involved with this. So I've probably made 100 friends in Cyprus Brides, but probably out of those 100, 5 of them want the products that I've got or are part of the business. So that's Cyprus Brides. The other one is I'm on vegan pages. Because I am vegan, I'm on vegan pages. So another top tip is, if you obviously don't do this if you're not vegan, this is just giving you ideas. If you are wanting to explore and make friends with people that are vegan, and it doesn't have to be vegan, it can be vegetarian, celiac, gluten-free, whatever, find a niche. So don't go into, say, United Kingdom vegans, although you can do. Find a niche. So Derby vegans or Croydon vegans, or even do this abroad. So for me, I've gone into some New Zealand groups, but I've looked all the towns in New Zealand. Go into Google, I've put New Zealand towns, And every single one of those towns, I've put the name of each town into Facebook, vegans. So I've put the name in. So let's say there's a name called Rockingham. There's not, I'm just making that up. So let's say there's a town called Rockingham in New Zealand. So I've taken that information, gone into Facebook, put Rockingham vegans. So I've narrowed it right down. And then on that group, I've said, I'm coming to New Zealand with my business, or I'm just coming to New Zealand with my family. Can anyone recommend any good places to stay? And just started asking questions. So a few of the groups that I've gone into are pole fitness groups, because I'm really interested in pole fitness, being a mummy to a special needs child, work from home mum. So anything that's you've got like a common connection with, go into groups like that. And then when you're in groups like that, make friends. Don't say anything about Arbonne. Not in there as an Arbonne consultant. You're in there as just you. Make friends with people by making conversations. People will put conversations up, like on mums groups, and say, does anyone have any recommendations for craft activities to do in the garden when it's sunny? If you have, comment on it. You know, get into a conversation, and a thread will start to appear. And as that thread and that conversation flows, the people that you're going back and forth with in the conversation on the Facebook group, add them as a friend. Send them a little message and say, I've added you as a friend. Is that okay? Most people go, yeah, it's absolutely fine. So build up your friends like this. Don't mention Arbonne. You're just building up your friends. This skill is not about talking about Arbonne. Skill number one is not about talking about Arbonne. So at this point, learning skill number one, I don't want to hear anybody talking about Arbonne at the minute. You're just building up friends, okay? You're just building up friends. You're building up an active candidate list. So that's Facebook groups. So another one is networking on purpose. So network on purpose. So purposely network. So a few ways you can do this is go to the gym and enjoy the gym and make friends at the gym. You know, while you're on the running machine, oh, what are you drinking? Oh, where'd you get that from? Oh, we should connect on Facebook. Yeah, definitely. Go to networking events. There are networking events all over the country. There's some in the mornings, there's some in the daytime, lunchtime ones, there's evening ones. Just Google networking events in your area and you can purposely go along to networking events. You can join a committee, you know, meet new people on a committee. You can go to stalls and fetes as a customer and speak to people on the stalls and fetes. Say to them, let's say one of them's got a chutney and jam business. Go up to the stall and fete holder and be like, oh, I'm really interested in a chutney. You know, what would you recommend? I want it on crackers or something. Let them tell you about what it is they recommend, and then say something like, so how long have you had this business? Is this your business? Yeah, it's my business. Oh, how long have you had this business for? Oh, I've had it for about 2 years. All right. How did you like get involved with this? Well, I used to do so and so, but then I had children. I wanted to do something from home, so then I started making my own chutneys and selling them, and the business kind of took off from there. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I've got children as well. Do you know what? This is really random, but we should connect because I think that we'd be able to do business together, or I think we should connect because I'm really interested in buying your chutneys like long term, or we should connect because I want to advertise you on my Facebook, or are you on Facebook? Yeah, I'm on Facebook. Let's connect because I'd be really interested to follow you. They can say anything like that. And going to stalls and fetes is a great way to meet about 20 to 30 new people by talking to people on all the stalls and gathering their details. They might not be interested in Arbonne, but if you meet 30 people working on stalls, I guarantee at least 3 of the people that you meet will have some sort of benefit hearing about what it is that you do. So that's another one. Volunteer work, networking on purpose. Volunteer somewhere. You're going to meet loads of people by volunteering. Okay, so another one is joining like a little community. So community. Now, some people already have this by going to church or going to Slimming World, or I'm trying to think what else. Mums groups, play groups. Join some sort of little community. You can make one if you don't already have one. You could make like a Miracle Morning community. Do the Miracle Morning. Ask on one of the Miracle Morning pages if anybody wants to be involved with like a 4 or 5 group of you, accountability to each of that, and make a little group accountable, making sure that every morning you're doing your Miracle Morning. Create a little community. It can be a community online or it can be a community in person. Trying to see what I've wrote in my writing. Okay, so cold market, waitresses and staff. So when you're out and about and you get some really good customer service, let's say a waitress gives you really good customer service and you say to them, do you know what, this meal's been amazing. Oh, thank you. Your customer service has really made my meal. Oh, that's so nice, thank you. No, honestly, it really has. How long have you worked here for? I've worked here for about 5 years. Oh, okay, right, okay. So that's why you obviously know your stuff. Oh, I suppose. So do you like your job or do you love it? It's all right, it makes ends meet. I do like it, it's just, you know, it's to get by, isn't it? So what do you plan on sort of doing for the rest of your life until you retire? I've not really thought about it. Do you plan on being here till retirement? Oh, no. Oh, okay, but you've not thought about what it is you want to do up until you retire? No, not really. Okay, it's just that this is going to sound really random, but I run my own online global business, really successful, fantastic, absolutely love it. And I work with a lot of people just like you who are incredibly successful at what I do. Obviously, I don't know if this is something that would interest you right now, if it's a fit for you, maybe in the future. I obviously don't know. But what I'll do is I'll send you some information and you can have a look at it for yourself, because I don't want to make that decision on your behalf. Here's my phone. Just pop your contact details into Facebook and I'll send you a friend request and send you some details. Oh, thank you. Okay. And let them put their details into your phone on Facebook and you send them a friend request. So simple as that. The first 10 times you do any of this, you'll be so nervous and so like, oh my God. But remember, it's not about you. It's absolutely not about you. When Emma first told me about this business, she told me because it wasn't about her. It wasn't about her getting somebody else into her business. It was about her sharing information with me that could potentially change my life. And it absolutely did. The fact that she was brave enough to tell me about Arbonne and let me decide if it was a fit for me or not. Because I could easily have said, it's not a fit for me right now, Emma. Come back to me in a couple of years. Or, no, I definitely don't want to do this. I haven't got the time. I haven't got the money. She let me decide. And I'm so glad that she did. So that's all you're doing. You're meeting new people so that they can decide. It's absolutely not about you. It's not about your gain at all. It's about what you can share with another human being that potentially could be life-changing for them. So another top tip that I've got for you is if you're adding people through Facebook, especially like this, the waitress or people on stalls, and you're worried about forgetting who it was that you've added, take a screenshot. So take a screenshot there and then. They don't need to see, just a quick screenshot and do that. So let's say you go to the stalls and the fetes and the fairs and you get 30 people's details. Take a quick screenshot of all 30. Later on that day, when you've got time and the kids have gone to bed or whatever it is that you do in the evening, sit down and go through all your screenshots and write those people's names down and anything else you can remember about them so that you can follow up. We're not going to go through follow up right now because follow up is one of the skill number 4. But you need to have all those details down so that in the future you can sort your follow-up out with them. So right now, skill number 1 is just about building a list of so many people that you've made friends with, so many people that you've met. Another good way to meet people is parties. And doing parties for people is a fantastic way. Every party that you do, you're probably going to meet 4 or 5 new people. And if you did one a week, that's 20 new people a month that you're meeting. That from that, you can add on Facebook. You know, I always add people that I've met at parties on Facebook and get chatting to them. So it's lovely to meet you. And last thing as well, the last thing I'll say is attraction marketing. Let's put other parties down and attraction marketing. So attraction marketing is a social media tool. Google attraction marketing or watch the Nicola Wills training on attraction marketing, which is in the Do More page. Go into photos, then go into photo albums, and you'll find one of the photo albums says about attraction marketing on Facebook or building your business with Facebook. Attraction marketing is about having a lifestyle that you post about that makes people message you and go, you don't know me, but we've ended up being Facebook friends, or I've seen one of your sponsored business page posts. We're not Facebook friends, but I keep seeing you come up on my news feed, and I'm really interested in what it is that you do. So attraction marketing is by doing things in a subtle way, sharing fun things on Facebook that make people want to contact you and say, what is it that you do? Can you tell me a bit more about what it you do? So I do this. I pay to boost my business page, a couple of quid every now and again. And by paying to boost my business page by sponsoring posts, it goes out to people that are not my Facebook friends. If they see me 7 times on different occasions, so it's going to take them 7 exposures on average. On the 7th exposure, so this obviously takes months to do. On the 7th exposure, they're going to feel like they know me enough to send me a message and say, what is it you do? And that is another way how I build up a lot of my business. So there are some ideas on how to build up a massive list of people to be chatting to. So one last thing I want to say is make sure that you've ordered these 2 books. These you can't really get started until you've read these 2 books. I read these 2 books every single month. So you can imagine I've been in the business 3 years. I've read them every single month. You know, that's a lot of reading these books. And I have the audios to both of them as well. Especially get onto GoPro. Read skill number 1 in GoPro. Just absolutely. It's the only way you're going to learn how to master these 7 skills. And this is fantastic for building your network. So it's also called Own Your Life. In case anyone's got the book, but it's called Own Your Life. Exactly the same book, just 2 different titles. So I hope that has helped, and I'd love to hear anyone else's ideas that you have on building up a network of new people, because there's lots of different ways to do this. There's no right way or wrong way. It's just ideas. So please do share the ideas that you have, and thank you so much. Let's see if I can't even see the there we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye.